Right. Any question anyone has? Can say.
I'm very afraid of my Bera'at because I know what bad things I did in the last year. I'm afraid there are bad things I did. I don't even remember. How do I pass Bera'at?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I think I just gave you the answer in the Sohbat and what I spoke about yesterday. It's good to be afraid from your Lord because very few people now, they are afraid, believe me. Because it's very trendy and fashionable now to say, oh, you must love. And you know what? Allah doesn't judge. We judge each other, but Allah is most forgiving. Allah doesn't judge anything. You do whatever you want, He's going to forgive. Have no fear. Fear of your Lord, there's low level. We must have fear of our Lord. That fear is some are saying, it is the beginning of all wisdom. Where is a different fear? The fear has to come from that love that you don't want your Lord to be unhappy with you. You're doing things to make Him happy and you're understanding what makes Him unhappy. But the punishment of Allah is also real. The punishment of Allah in this world, in the next, is very real. People are not speaking about that side anymore. Oh, the way that people are talking about the love of Allah, you think this whole world is blanketed with love. But this whole world now has become more and more cruel, more oppressive, more selfish. More they talk about love, more selfish they become. Why is that? It used to be, especially majority, they just, in the masjids and everywhere, they just talk about the fear of Allah. But the people had love. People had more understanding and more compassion to each other. They're talking about the love of Allah, the fear of Allah, talking about the punishment of Allah, so much in the old days, making it very tight. If you start listening, read some of the things, oh. But the people have more compassion and intelligence and modesty, and they have more forgiveness for each other. Now everyone is just talking about the love of Allah, but people are becoming more stubborn and arrogant and oppressive to each other because the balance is gone. The check is gone. Everyone can do as they like. And Allah is letting us for right now, saying these 100 years, I'm going to give this 100 years to Dajjal and Dajjalic people to spread confusion. You will run and you will do as you like. Like we said in the khutbah, in the old days, you do something. Earlier nations, you wake up, the sin is going to be written in your forehead. Don't think it is not there, it is there. The awliya Allah, they can see that. They don't have to see. Shaykh Efendi is saying, they can smell your ego. They can smell, everything comes with its own identity. Ya Allah, cover us, inshallah, and not open it and to put us to shame, to keep our honor high. But people now are just very stubborn and becoming more arrogant. In the old days, you do a little bit, Allah is showing. But in these days, especially in this nation, especially in this Akhir Zaman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is withholding everything. So people are running around to do the worst kind of confusion, and it seems like nothing is happening to them. And nothing is happening to them. Oh, what do we have? So many things. Unheard of things. Now, point by point, you're going to see your whole faith is being dismantled. Whereas you say, yeah, it's okay, everything is the same, everything is equal. 1400 years, everyone got it wrong, we got it right. Men and women, they're equal, same. Women to lead the prayers, it's okay. You can do it. 1400 years, nobody figured it out. They're all very stupid. MashaAllah. Astaghfirullah. In Akhir Zaman, suddenly you find out some things. Of course, this is different kind of Wahhabism. Now, point by point, easy. You can say things and do things that is against 1400 years what the Prophet has left. Now they can even dare to say whatever shaitan has put into their heart, because in reality, whatever that we're not opening, Allah is closing. We may have all the wrong thoughts, but Allah is satar, He is closing. But once we say to someone, there is a witness, it's very difficult now. In the court of law too, you can do the crime, but you have no witnesses, you may get away with it. But if you have a witness, then you're finished. What if you have the whole world to witness you? Allah, how? Allah is trying to cover you in every side, but still you're insisting. Don't say Allah is punishing. So now they can stand up and they can start cursing the prophets. They're cursing. They've been doing that for years anyway. Muslims are sleeping. Once certain things are opened up, it's also another agenda that is happening. They've been saying that for years. It wasn't too long ago that you cannot say those things, especially if you say those things openly. There is a laws. But now, everyone is saying. One person is saying, I don't like what Abraham, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, did to his wife, and he says, saying his deadbeat and calling Hazrat Sarah, using different words for that. And questioning Allah. So it's not about this is not questioning, this is making confusion. This is having so much hate and things that comes into your mind, whatever shaitan is giving, you're just saying. There's no filter, there's no check, there's no balance. You think you're the only one in 1400 who ever thought, 1400 years who ever thought something like that? But no, because now it is all about an audience. Whatever you do, you have an audience. Everything is now for show. You're not looking that Allah is looking at you, the angels are looking at you. The prophets and the friends of Allah looking at you. You're looking to the world. Because if it's a real question, sincerely, that you're asking, the answer comes to you. Because you're looking up to Allah and you're saying, I don't understand this. The answer will come to you. If it's not going to come to your heart, it's going to come through a sign. If it's not going to come through a sign, it's going to come from a person. Because that is also the divine protocol. Allah is going to send someone to you. So you're sincere, you want to understand, you will understand. You're not sincere, you don't want to understand. You just want to make confusion and to spread fitna. If 40 prophets come down to speak to you, you will never follow, you will never believe. So now it's not a question of questioning, it's a question of ego and insincerity. Islam is not ruling. It will. Allah is promising. Holy Prophet ﷺ is promising. We must be busy with ourselves, not in this holy month to start cursing at prophets. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. 124,000 prophets there are. And they have to attack Khalilullah, Khalilur Rahman. Hazrat Ibrahim. You're really trying very hard to pull the anger of Allah. Special kind, huh? Allah. But it must be, because the beginning is wrong. May Allah remove us from confusion, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum.